layer like Cataclysm into Rato de Lich King. Cataclysm is half of Rato de Lich King. We start with that. And you might think, oh, that's just the peak and then it stabilizes, isn't that good? The overwhelming majority of Blizzard's money comes from like when they launch something and everybody comes in and they buy the 6-month subscription pack, they shield so much. And like all the money is here or here. Yeah, sure, there's money here, but the big money, the money they care about is here when everybody comes back at the same time. Also, it has a marketing effect, right? Like, this game is popping off the perception, the initial perception of like everybody is doing this. That's huge. Vanilla is a different example because it took forever for people to reach 60, so the peak wasn't as high. If it took you the same time to hit max level as it did 70 to 80 in Rato de Lich King, the peak would be like all the way up here, right? Of course. But then we got TBC, very similar. Rato de Lich King double. And then we got Cataclysm, half of Rato de Lich King. And unlike TBC, unlike Vanilla, it fell off a cliff almost immediately. People were coping, oh man, Firelands is gonna come back, Firelands is gonna fix everything. No, it didn't. Like, yeah, sure, the week before Firelands everybody quit, but like, we came back to like 125,000 players. And now we got Mob, which is all the way down here, doing half a Cataclysm, which is already half a Rato de Lich King. And where is this gonna end up? Throne of Thunder cope? How much is Throne of Thunder gonna do for us? And by the way, look at PvP. PvP is absolutely dead. Rato de Lich King Plus, that's basically the Chinese server we didn't get. Fuck 'em, bro. They screwed us. Well, you wanna make money or not, bro? We're gonna be making money, come on. You gotta come to the raid. Yeah, like, Blizzard's strategy of like not telling anybody when things are coming out. Like, that's a great point actually that you're making right there. Like, why does Blizzard never tell us when stuff is coming out until like the very second before it comes out? Right? It's because we have so many versions of WoW. If it was like only 1 or 2 games, they could tell you this really cool thing is coming out in 3 months and we could get excited and we could talk about it. But now if they tell you TBC is coming out in December, if they tell you that, right? What's gonna happen is that you're gonna get distracted and you're not gonna care about Throne of Thunder coming out in 2 weeks, or you're not gonna care about the new retail patch or whatever coming out in a month, or you're not gonna be caring about the new sword patch. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? Like this is actually like one of the main reasons, aside from like terrible management, that Blizzard doesn't communicate anymore. Promoting a game is killing other versions of the game that are more of a priority for them, right? Like, we go back to rule number 1. Rule number 1 of business. Do not compete against yourself. I still sustain it. We have too many versions of WoW. I don't know how many versions are the ideal, but come on. Sword, Cataclysm, and Retail, and Classic Era, and Anniversary. Like, we had all that stuff going on at once, man. That was insane. Like, they accepted. I'm pretty sure they already realized that, like, it's not sustainable. Yeah, like, I would love TBC Era, but I also understand that, like, having... that would only make the problem worse, right? I don't think we're getting TBC Era, by the way. I don't think it's gonna happen. And it's because of this. The player base is so diluted across so many versions of the game that no version of the game feels like it's popping off anymore. This is also something really funny, by the way. I would love to talk about this. Anniversary is slowly losing people because, like, we're already at max. There is not a lot to do. And they will never tell us when TBC is coming. They don't want us to do that because people know that, like, people are going to level on the pre-patch. And what I told you, right, like, retail stuff is going on, Throne of Thunder is coming out. They don't want to mess with their other releases, so they won't tell you until the last second, which is harming every version of the game. But they have to do it to, like, not hurt each other, which is dumb. So, like, they went from 74,000 to 73,000, and, like, it's a slow decline, but it's going down every week. And if we go back to Era, it's growing again. Look at that. 400 more people, 500 almost. Anniversary lost 2k, Era gained 500. It doesn't sound like a lot, but like 500 more players when you're a server this small is actually huge. So yeah, ERA is coming back slowly. I hope I can play a role in this. You know, I guess that will show everybody that like the economy in Anniversary is a mess. Because why would you not play Anniversary if you can like get a character ready for TBC, and it's because you cannot afford to raid anymore. It sucks. And that's why I'm playing ERA myself, because I don't want to like be farming gold all day. Like, say what you will about GDKPs, actually I'm making a ton of money because like consumable prices are kinda low on ERA. They are lower than in Anniversary for whatever reason. And I made 300 gold farming cloth in Sulfarak at level 40 something. Coming into money in ERA is easier and your money gets you farther away. Somehow. Don't ask me why. But yeah, like that's the other thing, like the mismanagement of Anniversary is also killing the game and they don't care. GDKPs were never ideal, GDKPs were never I was passionate about, but like it was like the only way a normal player could still afford to raid, and now they took it away. So that little experiment has been a failure. I think that's been proven at this point. I didn't feel it in SOD, right? When they banned GDKPs in SOD, I felt okay with it because consumables were super cheap in SOD, right? It was like a big deal. But like we lost like a one economic lifeline in Anniversary, and it made the game unplayable. Like it was back in 2019, it happened again. SOD was full of bots, yeah, but you also got like a bunch of free herbs on chests, and like the consumables were like super cheap. So like it didn't matter, right? There was insane inflation, I got no doubt. There was insane GDKP, nobody's saying there wasn't, but it didn't, if you wanted to just raid, it didn't really affect you. It wasn't ruining the game for you. If you got like these bots in Anniversary where there is scarcity and you have to buy consumables, like it ruins the game. It makes it impossible to play. Botting in SOD was probably a lot less profitable too. I got permabanned in SOD for killing bots. Yeah, you get spam reported. You cannot mess with the bot network. Actually, I got a screenshot. Astrid sent me this screenshot on Discord. Where is it? They have a phishing network in Feralas. If you want to go hunt some bots, you know, at your own risk, they have a literal phishing network of bots right there in Feralas. Never get banned. They have an army of level 20 fishermen right there just fishing for the Rom C-Rom whatever and the stone scale eel, you know, for the tanking potions. Yeah. And why is this full of bots? Because there is money to be made. Like, I think the reason that ERA doesn't have bots is like, there is a lot of gold in circulation in ERA because it's like 6 years worth of inflation, right? And like all the GDKPR organizers, a lot of them are empty. Like they will never say it, but a lot of them are empty. I am not delusional, I know. And I think there is so much supply of like non-botted GDKP gold into G2G and whatever, that what happens is that the bots cannot make money in ERA because there is so much non-botted supply of gold that the prices are too low. Isn't that funny? If you want to make money in ERA, it's easier because there's no bots. I made 300 gold farming Mage Whip cloth because there is no bots farming cloth. That's it. 22,000 gold on a level 1 character for $100. I think that's a really bad price. I bet that's like $40 in ERA. Yeah. Gold in ERA is a lot cheaper. I'm not going to pull up the website. I'm going to get in trouble. It's a lot cheaper. I do not swipe. Never. I'm poor. That's why. I am literally drinking grass from a straw. Does this look like a symbol of wealth to you? I made 1 gold of light leather on ERA. Yeah, like all the materials. Like if you actually want to make gold in ERA, like it is easier than in Anniversary. Because even though it is inflated to hell, there is no bots. Yeah, you can make decent money mining copper and stuff. It's crazy. But yes, folks, we are doing an arc in ERA right now. We are in White Main US. I am gonna hit level 60 probably tomorrow or past tomorrow. And we're gonna do a bunch of GDKPs. We're gonna do like a bunch of charity GDKPs, like very low minimum budget or no minimum budget. I gotta iron out the details. That's for everybody here too. I wanna get people in the door in ERA. I wanna get people with some seed money so they can actually go raid on their own. And I wanna start a little community here. We're gonna be chilling here until TBC gets announced or something. Because what the hell am I gonna do in Anniversary? Like, why would I spend 1,000 gold a week for gear I don't even need? Because that's what the consumables are gonna cost me, if not more. For gear I don't even need because I am rank 14, and in a month or two it's gonna be worthless because it's TBC. Yeah. But subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.